How did the USA get so powerful? USA has the world's largest economy of over $21 trillion. It has the second most powerful military behind only China. Its population is over 300 million, which puts it in third place, and has an astonishing GDP per capita of $75,000, similar to the UAE and Denmark. Well, it started a long time ago. If you didn't know, back in the late 16th century, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Kind of, as there were people there before who were believed migrated from Asia for more than 30,000 years ago, but he was the first European to discover it. Of course, Britain colonized both Canada and the eastern side of modern-day USA. Britain kept their rule for a long time. Throughout the colonial era, they had the USA and Canada, though the USA looked more like this at this point. But Britain didn't stop at America. They colonized so much more land. Nowadays, 65 countries gained their independence from Britain. Anyway, as the colonial era came to an end, the British Empire looked more like this. For years, America fought for independence, and by July 1776, they got their independence. But the war went on. The war only ended in 1783. But America didn't stop there. It wanted more and more land. They gained a lot of land previously owned by the French, though the French still owned a lot of modern-day USA. Next came the best thing that's ever happened to the USA. This one deal with the French changed their future forever. Thomas Jefferson, the president at the time, made a deal with the French. America would gain the entire Louisiana territories for only $15 million. In today's money, $395 million. With that, the USA doubled their size, but at this point they only had around 6.5 million people, 2% of what they have now, and their economy was way lower. America wasn't close to becoming the strongest country in the world, but the Louisiana Purchase helped so much. As throughout the center of the Louisiana territories flows the Mississippi River, the longest navigable river in the world. In the 3,776-kilometer long river, there's not any rapids or anything that would make sailing across it hard. This has made trade and travel so much easier and less expensive. The river is longer than all the major rivers in Europe. This has helped America with their trade and travel so much. Along with that, a ton of the land was perfect for agriculture, specifically wheat and corn. USA is the world's largest corn exporter and third largest wheat exporter, which of course helps the US economy a lot. And to help even more, all these fields, about the same size as Egypt, is right next to the massive Mississippi River and all of its distributary rivers, meaning easy exporting. The final reason is that the United States is such a global superpower is their oil reserves. In 1930, America discovered one of the largest oil reserves of all time in Texas. Because of this, America is essentially self-sufficient when it comes to oil and natural gas. And if ever the other largest oil exports like Saudi Arabia stop exporting, next to no effects on the US. Also, the US is the third largest exporter of oil to the world, mainly its allies. But all is not well because the USA has a few major vulnerabilities. Firstly is to do with New Orleans. It's the main hub of the Mississippi River, and if somehow it ever gets into enemy hands or destroyed, the US economy would most definitely crash, as it would be much harder and more expensive to export resources. Another major weakness is more natural. For a long time now, the Mississippi River has been naturally changing its course, further away from New Orleans. This would of course destroy the economy, as the river would no longer go through the massive hub of New Orleans, but also immense flooding all over the place. So of course the US couldn't let this happen. They decided to build a machine that would keep the river at its normal path, in the small town of Vidalia, Louisiana. It was built in 1963 and is called the Old River Control Structure, or ORCS. But if this machine would somehow fail, this would be an economic catastrophe for the USA. So this is how the United States of America became arguably the most powerful nation in the world. And again, the information in this video was taken from Google and Real Life Law's video of the same topic. If you learned anything new from this video, drop a like down below, and if you enjoy my content, subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Distributor. Okay, actually, goodbye now.